Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Corina. So today we are doing another cooking video. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, I am doing a series of cooking like iconic dishes from this Disney cookbook that I got. And it gives you the background history and what park each dish can be found on. Today I thought we would do something that is known no matter what park you go to, and it is the infamous churros. So for the back history of the churros, it says 2.8 million churros are sold at Disneyland every year, and they are the most constant and versatile foods sold at Disney parks. You can obviously pair these and like dip these with a lot of sauces. I'm just gonna do your traditional churro. I don't have that big of a sweet tooth, so dipping it in all these different sauces and adding too many extra things is gonna be a little too much for me. But here are all of the ingredients. So you need like a decorating set for the little like picking bags, dough bags, whatever they're called. And then flour, salt, sugar, parchment paper just for the baking sheet, cinnamon, and vegetable oil. So the first step is lining an ungreased baking sheet with parchment paper and setting that aside. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that first. Okay, so next we need a large saucepan over medium-high heat. We're adding water, sugar, salt, and oil. So we are going to stir that until it reaches a boil. 1 cup of water. 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons plus a half cup of sugar. Jesus, that's so much. I'd say that's about a half cup. Half a teaspoon of salt. All right, we struggled a little bit, but we got the salt open. Half a teaspoon of salt and 3 tablespoons of oil. All right, and here's what that looks like in there. So it looks gross because it's not on the heat yet. So we're gonna put that on heat and let it get to a boil and then remove it. So this is just what it looks like so far. It's literally not doing anything just yet. Okay, so it's starting to boil now, as you can see. So the next step is literally removing this from heat and then stirring in the flour. Okay, so now that it's boiling, it says to add the flour and stir until combined. So I just went ahead and did the 1 cup of flour. This actually looks so nasty. But it is progress. I should probably use something else to stir this. So let's. Okay, so here's what that dough looks like. It is like super doughy and it did it pretty quickly. So that was actually easier than I thought it was gonna be. So now we need to put the dough in the piping bag and put a star tip on it because that is like the shape of the churros, which is this one. You can see that little star tip right there. So I've never used one of these before. Hopefully I don't mess it up. A little nervous. How do I open this? These are like so quick and easy to make. It just kind of has some tedious steps. Like, how do I make sure the tip is like on here the right way? Okay, we just took a brief intermission for me to figure that out, and I did. So basically you put like the white part inside of it first, cut the plastic from that, like you can see that I have some and then you put the applicator tip on, and then you put the cap on. So also, like, my lighting looks a little bit different because I had to switch to my phone because my camera memory card ran out of space. But we are now gonna put the dough in the bag. It says let the dough cool until you're able to hold the bag comfortably. About 10 minutes. Well, she has been cooling while I was figuring my life out. So if we, ooh. Okay. Got one. Second scoop. Oh, it is kind of hot. Kind of hot. So I see what they mean about letting it cool. All right. All the dough is in the bag now. It is pretty hot, so I'm gonna let it sit, but this was the hardest part of the entire thing. It's literally figuring out the piping bag and mixing that together. So we are gonna let this cool. I'm gonna clean up a bit. All right, I'm a little impatient, so we are gonna try to do this now. So let's, wait, why is this takes so much arm strength, and these guys are so little. Ooh, that's also still super hot. So, all right. This is what we got so far. They're cute, they're skinny, little mini guys. All right, I gave it some time now, so hopefully this is like not as hot. If not, I'm gonna maybe require assistance. Yeah, I tried to ask for help, and that little midget one, that was my help. So I'm back to doing this on my own. All right, I have like a good amount of dough left over. I just don't need to do this many. All right, so this is what they look like. Honestly, not bad for my first time. We have a little mess up right here from my assistant, but for the most part, they all look pretty good. They're like little skinny ones, so obviously they're like nowhere near the size of the real Disney churros, but we are gonna, oopsie. We gotta put these in the freezer for an hour. So I will see you guys in an hour when we take these out. Okay, so it's been an hour. So we're gonna take our little churros out. Here they are, they look exactly the same. They almost look like frozen French fries or something. So now I need to put in 4 cups of oil. It says heat until oil reaches 375. I don't know how to tell with all that. So I'm just gonna put in the 4 cups of oil. We're gonna put it on some heat. And while that's heating up, we'll get like the condiments ready. All right, so we need 4 cups of oil, which I hope I have enough. I might just use up the rest of my oil. Wow, that was fate. Exactly 4 cups. I don't know how I got so lucky. Wow. All right, so let's put this on the stove so it can start heating up, and then we're gonna do like the sugar and cinnamon little dipping thing. Okay, so now it says to combine, it says in a shallow bowl. I'm just gonna use like a shallow plate. So it says the remaining sugar and cinnamon, which I think is the 3 teaspoons of, oopsie. Well, just gonna eyeball, it's not a big deal. Okay, And then a teaspoon of cinnamon. Love some cinnamon. Wow, it smells so good. We are good. Let me get like a little knife or a fork or something to mix this. Let's just use a knife because I have plenty of knives. And we are just gonna mix it up. I definitely put a lot of cinnamon, so these are gonna be very cinnamony, which I don't mind, actually. It smells very good. It's like clearing up my senses, like. All right, so that's what she looks like. She's like all mixed together. I'm gonna flatten her out like this, and now she's like more even. We're gonna move over to this side. That way I can show you guys dipping them in the fryer and everything. Okay, so this is just like a plate with paper towels. That's like pretty much the last step. So basically we are going to put the churros in the fryer, dip them in the mixture, and then put them on the paper towel. So we're just gonna be like on our assembly line. Shit. Have a pair of tongs. This is like starting to heat up now, so these are like so fragile, I feel like. All right, so now it's been a little while. Now they're like getting there. So like here is one, she's ready to go. She's like golden brown. Gonna dip her in this, toss her around in it. Here's what my test trial ones look like. So they actually don't look too bad. They were just my first guys, so we're gonna continue on with these. Okay, so now these ones are ready to go. Nice and golden brown. Go, toss it around in there. Okay, some of these last ones got burnt because I was trying to do too many at once in the sugar, but let's move back over and see how they look. Okay, so I put like my best ones on this little plate here. So here is what they look like. Honestly, again, we're not gonna judge the whole batch, but like these came out really good. These came out good. Like comparing to the picture, it's not too far off. They're a little bit darker, but I also used a lot of cinnamon, so I feel like that's why they're dark, not necessarily because they're burnt. So let's try one. I want to try like a good one. I mean, they're a little burnt, so they're crispy, crunchy, but I think they taste good. A little extra texture, crunch. I'd say 6 out of 10. It's my first time doing it. Now I understand what to do a little bit better. So I feel like the next time I try to make these, it will be a lot better. But honestly, not bad at all. I'm proud of myself. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Click that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. That way you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. and we'll see you in the next one.